Oh, will it be the pink grapefruit corner, the lemon cheesecake corner, or the toffee hoops corner? The choice is yours.
Blind Date, sponsored with Muller Love.
On tonight's New Look Blind Date, we'll be meeting Craig and Gemma and finding out how they got on in magical Malaysia. And we've also got Kat and Ben, who've plenty to say about their date to raunchy Rio.
Blue, cause the series is new. Yes, the lady is back, Miss Cilla Black.
Thank you. Hello and welcome to a brand new series of Blind Date. Yes, we're back, and this year we are bigger and better. Oh, yeah. Now, later tonight, we'll be discovering the very special reason why we're giving one lucky lady the chance to pick from 4 boys for the first time in Blind Date history. Before that, another Blind Date first, because tonight we're giving our first picker the chance to change his mind. Yes, after seeing his choice, our fella can decide to date or ditch her. Now, it's a tough decision, made even tougher when you meet the 3 gorgeous girls he's got to choose from. So come in, the girls. Who they are. So, girls, introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name's Sharon. I'm 22 and I'm a student from Birmingham. My reason for coming on Blind Date is to find a big, strong man to sweep me off my feet. I mean, physically, pick me up and give me the lift. A word to describe me would be heavyweight.
Vicky, I'm 26 and I'm a nanny from Cheshire. The reason why I'm on Blind Date tonight is to find a man who will appreciate my telepathic powers. In fact, I've seen into the future tonight and I know that one of us 3 will be going on a date. The word to describe me is psychic.
Hi, I'm Laura, I'm 22 and I'm a student from Hampshire. I'm on Blind Date is to find a man who likes a real drink. I work as a part-time cocktail waitress and I don't want no airy-fairy cocktail queen. I'm looking for a man who wants a real drink, a real beer. The word to describe me is sober.
Well, 3 girls with one dream, so let's meet the man they're dreaming about. He's Andy. He's handy, and he's from Oldham. So come in, Andy! Sit yourself down there, Andy. What an entrance.
Thank you, darling.
What a tush. Oh, hey, I like the old tushy there.
Oh, thank you.
Yes? No,
Like the hearts?
no, the tush is there.
Or the tush.
I thought you'd know all about that.
Well, yes.
Because everybody's dying to know what you do because in your mind, you've got the dream job, haven't you?
I have got the best job in the world, Cilla. Because
Tell everybody what you do.
I'm bouncing a lap dancing club, Cilla. Oh, yes.
I bet you see a lot of tushes there.
I certainly do, sir.
But why are you on blind date? Because you've got the pick of the bunch in this lap dancing club.
Well, this is true, Sully, yeah. Well, I'm getting a bit sick of seeing them, to be honest. One thing, I'd like a girl in her clothes, but another thing, they're all a bit skinny for my liking, so I want some more, a bit more top-heavy, you know what I mean, girls? You know what I mean? Big up top, Sully.
That's very graphic there, Andy. You want them a big up top.
Big up top, Sully, you know what I mean?
Yes. Well, I think we've got the picture, Andy. I think we really have. Well, as Andy knows, this is a date or ditch round. And that means that after just 2 questions, he'll have to decide which of our girls to kiss goodbye. So make the answers good, girls.
We will.
Oh, they will. OK, Andy.
Keen, aren't they?
Take it away, Andy.
Hello, girls.
Hello, Andy.
OK, here we go then. Question number 1. As you know, I make my living as a bouncer in a lap dancing club, where I find the important thing is to keep cool in a crisis. What is your chosen career and how will your talents benefit me? And that question goes to number 3, please.
Well, although I'm studying design, I'd actually really love to become a policewoman because I'm strong, I'd look great in a uniform, and if you pick me for your date, you don't even want to know what I'll be doing with those handcuffs.
Oh.
Hey. Excellent. Same question to number 1, please.
Well, Andy, I'm a drama student. I love dressing up and role play. So, if you pick me tonight, Andy, I'll give you the performance of your life.
Oh.
Right, number 2, same question to you.
My job is actually a nanny, but I am psychic, and I know what you're thinking. And the answer is yes, definitely.
Excellent. Question number 2 then, girls. Here we go. As a child, my biggest influence was my uncle, who is a priest, believe it or not. OK, he showed me the importance of treating others like I'd like to be treated myself. Who is, in your life, is the biggest influence, and what will that teach me about you? And that question too... Oh, we'll start with number 1 this time.
Well, Andy, my mum is my biggest influence because she's always taught me to kiss the man you love every day. Oh. So, Andy, when we're getting started...
Hey. Calm down, girl. All right, same question to number 2, please.
Well, my biggest influence has to be my dog. Because, like him, I'm loyal, loving, and I love my belly tickled.
Hey. Excellent. As long as you don't look like him, that's OK.
Definitely not.
I'm so glad you said that.
I know. I thought I'd save you. And the same question to number 3, please.
Hi, Andy. I'm a bit of a daddy's girl, so I suppose my dad would have to be my biggest influence. He's a PE teacher, so if you choose me for your date, I'll be showing you some real physical education.
Where's Andy? You've asked 2 questions there, and you've got to ditch one of them. Oh, it is so difficult. Now, are you going to say goodbye to number 1? Is it goodbye to number 2? Or is it ta-ra to number 3? Who's going to be, Andy?
Oh, God, son, it's a hard one, this.
Yeah.
I think it's going to have to be number 1.
You turned down number 1, and that was our Sharon from Birmingham. She's gorgeous, just your type.
Come on, Sharon. Sorry, darling. Sorry, darling.
Never mind, look at It's 1 down and 2 to go, so let's hear that tie-break question.
OK, girls, here we go. Question number 3. Now, there's only 2 of you left, so why should I choose you over your opponent? And that question goes to... number 3, please.
Well, Andy, number 2 seems to think she's Mystic Meg, and trust me, she's more like Mystic Minger.
That is cruel.
Same question to number 2, please.
Well, Andy, one date with PC Plod would definitely seem like a life sentence.
those girls. They're very fit and they're very forward as well.
Sound keen, Cilla, they sound keen.
Well, who are you going to go for? Is it number 2 or is it number 3? Tell us.
Well, I better start with a minger, Cilla, so I'm going to go for number 2.
You're going to go for number 2.
Yes, Cilla, keep your options open.
You're going to keep your options open. And you've ditched for the meantime number 3, have you?
I certainly have, Cilla.
Wonderful. Number 3, make yourself scarce. Don't worry about it because there's still hope for you, all right? Have you made the right choice, Andy? You chose number 2. That was our Vicky from Cheshire. Come in, Vicky. Well, as you can see, I've got the date cards here. They're all waiting for either one of you to choose where you're going on your blind date. But has he made the right choice? Yeah! Well, this is date or ditch. And here's the final twist. We're going to take a quick break, but while we're away, Andy has got to make the decision. Is he going to stick with Vicky, or will he change his mind and ditch her in favour of number 3, who is yet to see? Will he ditch or date? Find out in a couple of minutes. See you then.
I went out with Andy for 5 years. According to him, the grass is always green on the other side. And my advice to him would be to ditch number 2 and go with number 3.
Ditch, date. Ditch, date. Ditch. Date.
Now, before the break, Andy picked Vicky here. However, this is date or ditch, so he can still change his mind and go with number 3, who he's yet to see. Now, everyone at home has seen what Andy's ex-girlfriend thinks, but it's up to you, Andy. Are you going to date or are you going to ditch? What shall he do, ladies and gentlemen? Come on, Andy, you've
Right,
seen
Cilla, shall I
Vicky.
put you all out of your misery?
Yes, please.
OK, I'm going to try every sweet in the shop this time, Cilla. Grass is always green, so I'm going to ditch you.
Hang on. Don't touch me. Save that for your lap dancing, girl. I am so sorry, Vicky. If it was up to me, you'd be going on the date.
I know I
But you're
would.
not. You've been ditched.
I know.
I mean, you can either kiss him or kick him.
Clout him.
Come on, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, Vicky, what a shame. You said the grass was always greener, didn't
Hopefully
you?
it is, Cilla.
OK, hopefully for you it is, because you chose for your date.
On what?
That was number 3. That was our Laura from Hampshire. Come in, Laura. Oh, you're happy now, are you? Laura, that was nail-biting stuff, wasn't it?
I know, my heart's racing.
I wonder where you're going on your blind date at last. Who's going to choose where you are going? Now, you've been lucky up to now because you're
I have,
pleased with your
Cilla.
date.
Well, I mean, I've never had so many choices in all my life, Cilla, so I'm going to choose as well. I'm gonna be Here we go. I'll go for that one.
OK, what does it say?
God, here we go, Cilla. Let's have a look. A date to the Caribbean! Come on!
Oh, that's lovely. You love him already? I love you already. That's what she said. Yes, a date to the Caribbean. You're off to the fabulous island of Grenada. You'll be staying in a luxurious spa resort where you'll be getting wet and wild as you try all the local water sports in the clear blue Caribbean Sea. After that, you'll be ready to wind down with an exotic cocktail as you watch the sunset on one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. And it says here, surely after a dream date like this, you simply can't fail to fall in love.
You never know, sir.
You never know. I'm so pleased for you. Enjoy Grenada. Ladies and gentlemen, wish them well. Andy and Laura, enjoy Grenada. Whoa. Well, now, do you think he made the right choice? Well, we'll find out next week. But now it's time to welcome back Craig and Gemma. Now, last series, they picked a date to steamy Malaysia. So let's relive their tropical trip and see whether they found love on their date in paradise.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now, Gemma, cheers.
Hi, Gemma.
Hiya.
Hi, Craig.
Hiya.
Welcome to Shangri-La's Rasa Sayang Resort.
Thank you.
I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful stay with us.
Is it lovely, Gemma? What do you think of it?
It's well nice.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Those are the little ones.
He's all right, that one. He's not attacking you, is he? Don't like you, do they, Craig?
That was very impressive. I can't see myself up there doing that. When you said to me today that you've dropped all these sirens and all these hints, the reason that I didn't work on them is because I don't fancy you.
Oh, that's good, though. But
the
it took
thing-
to the last night for you to tell me. Because you're not a person I'd want to be with.
Good. You're certainly not the sort of person I want to be when I found out on the first day we got here. Unlike you. Gemma's upset because someone's knocked her back.
I don't think so.
I think it's what
I
it
don't think
is.
so.
I think that's what it is, Gemma.
No, I don't think so.
I think it is.
I don't think so. Because I wouldn't want to be with you, like I said, anyway.
That's
So
fine.
I'm glad you're not back. When the screen went back and I first saw Craig, I thought he was really attractive and I thought we was going to have a great time in Malaysia and I couldn't wait.
When the screen went back and I first saw Gemma, I thought, yeah, she's not bad. I've had better, but she could have been worse. But hey, Malaysia's so great.
On the plane to Malaysia, Craig and I were getting on really well. We had a lot in common, getting really chatty, having a laugh, and I thought, I quite fancy you.
On the flight to Malaysia, I really started to go off Gemma. It was the constant yak, yak, yak in my ear the whole way there. But it was obvious she fancied me, which was a worry.
On the first day in Malaysia, I decided to show Craig how I was feeling by being generally playful and flirting a little. I even decided to tweak his bum, which was a little bit flabby, but I thought, what the heck, and I hoped he got the message.
On our first day in Malaysia, it became even more obvious to me that Gemma fancied me with her constant flirting and girly behaviour, and she even slapped my bum. So I gave her the cold shoulder and hoped she'd get the message.
At the end of the first evening, Craig was a bit slow on the uptake, so I decided to invite him back to my balcony for a coffee, if you know what I mean. Anyway, suddenly, Craig's beetroot sunburn turned white, and he ran off back to his room looking terrified, and I thought, what a wimp.
At the end of the first evening, Gemma invited me back to her room for some food, and it was obvious to me that I was on the menu as dessert. But I couldn't bear to spend another minute alone with Gemma, so I said I was tired and went to bed.
The next day, Craig's behaviour got even stranger. He was clearly struggling with the sun, so I offered to put some lotion on his back, and he said, no, I've already got some on, which I knew was a blatant lie because I'd been with him all day. And I just thought, what, don't you like women touching you or something?
Later that evening, Gemma and I met up with some locals in a bar, but jealous Gemma could not cope with me talking to the other people, so she went off in a strop, which was great because she left me there on my own to chat up some local girls.
Later that evening, I was really angry to find out that Craig had already arranged to go out with some locals rather than me, his date. Anyway, we got to the bar and he was holding court smoking a big fat cigar and he looked like such an idiot. And I decided to go back to the hotel early, but I wasn't that bothered because you know what they say, girls? Big cigar, small personality.
The next day on the trishaw, Gemma went into one and started accusing me of being rude about the night before. And I just thought, hello, darling, you're the one that walked out. It was becoming clearer and clearer to me that this girl is chicken oriental mental.
On the trishaws, I decided to confront Craig and ask him what his game was and to explain some of his rude behaviour. He just kept saying, I understand, yeah, I know where you're coming from, yeah. And I just didn't get a straight answer and I thought, oh, I give up.
On the final night of our so-called romantic meal, it was clear that Gemma was still up for a slice of me. So I said to her, read my lips, I don't fancy you. She then went off in a strop, which was great because it left me with my new Malaysian woman.
On the last night, over dinner, Craig finally told me that he hadn't fancied me from day one and smugly claimed that he'd got off with a local girl the night before. I thought, like I'm bothered, and pity her for pulling such an arrogant, self-centred prat.
That last remark, oh,
Yeah.
that tirade, oh, you're boring, and you're a creep.
I know.
To be fair, Gemma, I mean, at the beginning, you really quite
I
fancied
did, I
him.
tried to. I mean, it was a beautiful country.
Yeah.
We were there for a week. It was absolutely beautiful. They were so hospitable when we got out there. It was gorgeous. It was like a honeymoon. And, you know, unfortunately, it was
No,
wasted
it
on
wasn't.
Craig.
The thing is,
OK, no, it wasn't, because we didn't get on at all. But, you know, I was trying, which is the point, which is why we went.
I dropped so many hints to her that I didn't fancy her.
No, you didn't. You didn't tell me until the last night, Craig.
Yeah, that was cruel.
The type of guy I like, Scylla, is a guy with a bit of guts that will tell you where you stand from square one.
I dropped so many hints.
And I could have enjoyed the rest of my holiday.
I know, it was cool. I dropped so many hints.
Playful flirting. I wasn't that desperate.
I was embarrassed.
I was only trying.
I was embarrassed.
Do you not think very early on you should have said, look, I like you and everything,
Maybe I
but
should
let's
have,
remain friends.
maybe I should have...
Over a romantic
But the thing is, though, what I wanted to do was I didn't want to cause any aggro between us. And, you know, we did get, you know, we were getting on, having a laugh and a joke. And I didn't want, you know, to cause too much trouble between us. So I thought, well, I'd leave it, drop the hints that I didn't fancy her. And I just thought, is she thick? She
I'm a
just
big
didn't
girl now,
realise
Scylla. I can
that
take
was like, what's
rejection,
going
and
on
I
here?
have many a time. I can take rejection, Craig, and I like to know where I stand. So, you know, you just had to tell me from square one, and I could have just enjoyed the rest of it, you know.
I dropped so many hints.
You didn't drop any hints. She was enjoying my flirting.
She just couldn't take the rejection.
Until you met the Malaysian
Girls do flirt. They're not coming on to you, but girls do flirt. Oh, we're all flirts.
We were on a date after
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, she was...
Now, tell me a little bit about this dinner that really kind of never was. I mean, because you had two separate balconies.
Well, we went out for a few drinks, and
Yeah.
you know, it was clear that Gemma was flirting. Then we got back to the hotel, and she said, "Would you like to come in?" And I was like, "No." I did not. And she said to me, I went red. I was red within back. I was like, no way am I going there. So I just went straight to my room and just slept.
Craig, if I remember rightly, Craig, I asked you onto my balcony and you said, no, come onto mine. And I thought, no, I'm not going there because I just wanted you to join me for a meal, for a bit of company. I wasn't after anything more.
Well,
I'm not being funny.
Well, that's all right,
it was
then.
from the moment
Exactly,
you
that's
put on them
fine.
pink tights, I'd gone right off you.
Is it actually true? The point I'm trying to get at, is it actually true that you actually both sat on your different balconies
with a big
having
wall
dinner?
between us?
I didn't want to be there. I just didn't
ridiculous.
want to spend no more time with her. I was getting... My head was just beating, and it was like constantly, like, she was like a little bug in my head. And I was just...
It's called personality, Craig.
Yeah, but your personality is dull, and I just... I'm not impressed with it. I'm not impressed with it.
It's too much for you, isn't it? That's what it is.
It is too much,
It's
exactly.
too much.
You see,
well,
this is why I had to put, like, mouth, all the way there, mouth,
Just tell me, are you or aren't you not going to see each other again? Craig, you go first.
Well, you know, Gemma's a nice girl, but I really don't think that we'll see each other again.
Not like that, no.
No.
Oh, I'm not a horrible person, you know. I wouldn't mind
I know you're
sort
not.
of keeping in contact if he wanted to, but I'm not relationship material for me.
Well, you're
unfortunately.
nice at the end of it. Wish them well, ladies and gentlemen, Gemma and Craig. Well, we're going to take another break right now, but join us in a moment to meet the lucky girl who's going to have not 3, but 4 boys to pick from. And what a fabulous 4 they are, too. Hold on to your seats, girls, because let's bring on the boys.
Hello, number one. What's your name and where do you come from?
Pick me and I'll be really fruity. Boom.
Welcome back. Well, now it's time to meet our 4 famous lads, all hoping to sing a song of love tonight. Yes. They're over there, girls. Do you know, I've always wanted to do this to famous people. Hello, number one. What's your name and where do you come from?
Hi, Silla. I'm Lee, and I'm from South East London.
Wow. And what band are you in?
Blue!
And hello, number 2. Who are you?
Hi, Silla. I'm Anthony, and I'm from North London, and I'm also in blue.
Well, hello, number 3.
Hi. Hi, Silla.
Are you free?
Yeah, I'm actually free after this if you're...
Whoa! You might get picked. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
My name's Simon, I'm from Manchester, and I'm also in blue.
Oh, 4. It's number 4. Who are you, number 4?
Hi, everybody. I'm Duncan, and I'm from Dorset, and I'm also in blue!
Yes! I asked silly questions as if I had to ask you all that, but I did, in case there might just be somebody out there watching tonight that doesn't know who you are. Now, I have to say, it's fantastic having you on Blind Date. This is the first.
It's nerve-wracking. It is
nerve-wracking.
We did, like, the Queen's Jubilee, and that was, like, nothing, you know, compared to what we are. I'm nervous as anything now. Seriously.
Well, I have to know, what's making you nervous about being on Blind Date? Oh, it is.
It's standing there, darling. Is she gorgeous, isn't she?
Am I that scared?
She's beautiful.
Oh, Liz. Have you taken bets between the 4 of you? Yes. Who do you think is going to be picked then?
We've got stakes going at the moment. I think it's going to be either...
Shh.
You do?
I think so. My money's on Sai. Who reckon Sai's going to win tonight?
Now, I have to say, the picker, I have to stress this. She does not know that you are on Blind Date.
Oh, no.
We have to keep... And so don't give any secrets away, ladies and gentlemen. She
Please
has not got a
us.
clue. But I also have to say she is a very big fan of yours, and she doesn't have a favourite. In fact, in her words, she'd say she'd rather snog all 4 of you at the same time.
Bring it on!
Not just yet. Now, you've not promised me you won't give her any clues by singing your answers or anything like that.
No, none of that. We're not going to go, hi, yeah, woo! I love you!
It would be really a big shame, though, if you just didn't give us a little snippet of one of your songs here tonight. Would you do that for them?
We could do it, yeah. Funny you should say that, because we thought we'd sing you our first number 1. It's called Too Close, Silla, and we're dedicating it to you.
Oh.
It's for Silla. It's all for you, Silla. Baby, when we're grinding, I get so excited. Ooh, how I like it. I try, but I can't fight it. Ooh, you're dancing real close, plus real slow. You're making it hard for me.
Well, boys, you've made it so hard for me. I'm all of a flutter now. Please try and enjoy Blind Date. I'm looking forward to this. Enjoy.
Thank
Blue,
you.
ladies and gentlemen. See you later. Well, 4 fab fellas there, all on a mission to be picked. And here's the girl who's doing the picking. She's a babe. Her name's Sally, and she's from Devon. So come in, Sally. Hello, Sally. That walk, that was a slinky. Sit yourself down there, sweetheart. Sally, you look great in that fabulous dress. And those legs are unbelievable. They're great, girl. Tell everybody what you do, Sally.
I'm a student from Plymouth University and I take law and Italian.
And clever with it. You're studying law and Italian.
Yeah, both.
I can't believe that you're having trouble in keeping a fella. Well, what type are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for someone who's quite good looking. They've got to like music and they've got to be a good dancer.
Now, you know, because you've got 4 gorgeous guys over there, you've only got 2 questions to ask because it takes a lot of time. So fire away, make them important, these 2 questions. Fire away with your first one.
Okay, hiya, lads.
Hello.
Okay, first question. Above my bed at home, I have an authentic dream catcher that my parents brought me back from America. It is supposed to help you have nice dreams and remember them. What did you dream about last night, and what does this tell me about you? Okay, number 2.
Well, last night I dreamt that I was captain of my favourite football team, Spurs, and we beat Liverpool 5-0. But that's not it, though.
Yes, well, dream on.
I know, I will do. By the sound of your voice, I think that me and you could be a perfect match.
Okay, now the question to number 4, please.
OK, well, you said you've got a dream catcher above your bed. I've got a fantasy forecaster. And last night, listen, mate, it gets good. Last night, it predicted that I was going to go on a date with a beautiful girl. So, babe, pick me and let's turn my fantasy into reality.
Okay, number 3.
Oh, OK, well, last night I dreamt a blind date. I met you, my soulmate. We soared through the clouds and we never touched down. And believe me, whoa, it was great.
Number 1.
Well, I couldn't dream last night because I couldn't sleep because my hot water bottle burst. So I'm looking for something to keep me warm. So what are you saying, Sally?
Second question, Sal.
Okay, like most girls, I love my mobile phone and I'm always chatting on it to my friends. If I gave you my number, what message would you leave in my mailbox and why would it make me phone you back? Okay, number 4.
OK, well, I think sometimes phoning each other can be a little bit in your face, and I've been told that I've got really good hands. So I think I'd text you, and it would say, meet me. And when we meet, I'd let all my fingers do the talking.
Okay, to number 3.
Well, if you're looking for a tall, dark lover that knows how to treat a lady, then I'm your man. So basically, if you push the right buttons, I'll be at your beck and call.
Okay, number 1, please.
I'm not that good at leaving messages, as you know, I stutter. But if I was, I would probably just ring you up and say, you know, thanks for the lovely meal we had last night. I hope you enjoyed the champagne, the walk by the lake afterwards. And, you know, when can we do it again?
Okay, number 2.
OK, well, I believe that action speaks louder than words, so I wouldn't leave a message, I'd just turn up.
So you've asked 2 important questions, and there's 4 fellas. I think you need a lot of thought, don't you? OK, well, think on, and while Sally's making up her mind, we're going to take a quick break. So join us in a mo when we'll be finding out which of these 4 will become Sally's chosen one. Back in a couple of minutes. See you there.
I am absolutely speechless. I am green with envy. I would give anything to be in her position right now, and I cannot wait to see her face when she comes out and sees who she's picked.
Number 1's tasty. Tonight.
welcome back. Now, before the break, Sally was trying to decide which of our 4 lads was her dream date. Sally, will it be number 1? Will it be number 2? Will it be number 3? Or will it be number 4?
Okay, Scylla, I think I'm gonna have to pick number 4.
Say, Sally, I mean, you couldn't have gone wrong, whoever you picked tonight, because they were all gorgeous guys. I mean, what about the 3 that you turned down? And first of all, you turned down number 1. That was Lee, and he's from Blue. He's the real thing. It is the real thing. Do you realise it? He's from Blue. How do you feel now you've turned down our Lee?
A bit gutted.
Well, he's gone. Sorry about that, Lee. Better luck next time. You look gorgeous. You also turned down number 2, and that was Anthony from Blue. I'll give us another one for Dave. You also turned down number 3, and that was our Simon, yet again from Blue. Because the business meeting was either you or me,
Look you.
Stand by. Are you excited? I mean, I knew you loved Blue, but you didn't have a favourite. Are you happy with number 4? Here is your blind date for this evening. You chose 4. Number 4, our Duncan. Come in, Duncan.
Blonde, isn't it? I'm actually from Devon as well.
Are you really?
I spent 6 years in Sidmouth, so...
Oh, this could be good. And it is real, you haven't got... None of you have got a steady girlfriend at the minute,
No, we're single.
And he sings and he dances, and obviously he loves music. First impression, close up, Sally. You're very cool, calm and collected. Well, you're into law. Law, studying law and Italian. Italiano.
Di amore.
Oh, di amore. Oh, il mio mondo. What have I just said?
Well, actually, you stumped me there, Sil.
You're my world.
Oh. Bella donna, bella nossa.
Oh. Come on, where are you going on your blind date? Who's going to choose? Come on, Sal, make it a good one. The career.
A date to Barcelona.
Happy bath, Sal. Here we go. What are you going to be doing in Barcelona? Yes, you're off to sunny Spain, to one of the most exciting cities in the world. By a day, you'll relax by the pool of your luxury hotel or take time out to go on a champagne catamaran cruise around the city's famous harbour. By night, it'll be party, party, party as you hit Barcelona's brilliant clubs and bars. It says here, it's an unforgettable date, so let's hope together you find an unforgettable love. Ladies and gentlemen, wish them both well. It's our Sally and our gorgeous, dangerous Duncan. Enjoy Barcelona. Off you go,
Sal. Is your love life in a rut? Want a fresh start? Then we need you. To be on Blind Date, visit our website at itv.com/blind facebook.com/blind date. Or you can write to Blind Date, LWT, London, SE1 9LT.
Well, now, do you remember Kat and Ben from the end of last series? Well, they picked a brilliant date to Brazil. So let's find out if their love ran riot in Rio or did they drive each other nuts. Let's have a look at their date diary.
Here's to Rio, Kat.
Rio.
Hello, Kat. Hello, Ben. Welcome to the Rio Atlantica Hotel. We hope you enjoy Rio de Janeiro. Thank you very much. Rio's not too bad in the sun, then.
It's gorgeous.
When the screen went back and I first saw Ben, I thought, oh, you're short. But he wasn't bad looking, so I wasn't too disappointed.
When the screen went back and I first saw Kat, I thought, wow, you're gorgeous. But I could see by the look on her face that she was disappointed with me.
After the show, Ben and I went out for a meal, and he had impeccable manners. He was a real charmer, and I thought to myself, this guy could really sweep me off my feet.
After the show, Kat and I went for a meal. It was non-stop chat. I could tell that Kat was starting to warm to me. I thought, great.
When we got to Rio, Ben seemed too good to be true. He took me girly shopping, he took me for a romantic walk on the beach, and then he invited me for drinks on his balcony. I really hoped that he was going to make the move that night.
That night we went for a meal, and I told Kat that I fancied her. She didn't respond, but then she didn't blow me out either. So later on, I invited her back to my room for a drink. I've never seen anyone disappear into their room so quickly in my life. I was really disappointed.
That evening, the scene was set as Ben and I went for a romantic dinner on Copacabana Beach, when all of a sudden he turned to me and said, oh, I might go looking for a Brazilian woman tomorrow, because you're clearly not up for it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing, and I was gutted.
The next day, Kat's conversation dried up. I tried to speak with her, but all I got was yes and no in response. I thought, I get the hint you don't fancy me, but there's no need to ignore me.
The next day, everything was completely different between me and Ben. He made no effort to talk to me and kept going off on long, moody silences. I thought to myself, what have I done? And how did I ever fancy you?
Later on, Kat and I arranged to meet, but she stood me up. I called her room and even put some notes under the door. But later on, she said she'd been asleep. I did suspect she was lying, though.
Later that day, I hid in my room and Ben started bombarding me with telephone calls and notes through my door. I couldn't bear another brain-numbing session with boring Ben, so I pretended to be asleep.
I got the opportunity to go bodyboarding, but Kat didn't even want to get her feet wet. And then she started grading the guys on the beach out of 10. I thought, there's no need to rub my nose in it.
Ben insisted on going surfing, but when he stripped off to reveal his pale, pink, poor excuse for a body among all those gorgeous, tanned Brazilian beach gods, I thought, I know which one I prefer.
On the last night, Kat told me she wanted to go out by herself. I felt really cheated as we were supposed to be on a date. So I went out and enjoyed Rio by myself. Nothing new there then.
On the last night, the thought of spending one more minute with Ben, the gormless geek, made me feel quite ill. So I told him I was going out without him, and I made Rio rock.
I admit I fancied Kat to start with, but that's before I realised that she was a rude, ill-mannered madam. It would take serious personality surgery for me to like her again.
I had an amazing time in Rio, but it was wasted on Ben, who would have been happier at home with his pipe, knitted cardi and slippers, going to bed early. I would have had more fun if I brought my granddad, and he's 84.
Dear Ben and Kat. That was more than Kat either. How could you say those things?
I know.
And it started off so well, Kat, though.
It did. There was a definite turning point.
Yes.
Because Ben is a perfect gentleman, and the first night when we went straight from after the show, he was polite, he listened to everything I said, he was opening doors, and I thought, this is going to be great. But it was the first night when we were in Rio and we went out to dinner, and I think it's a self-confidence thing, but he was saying, you think I'm short, fat, ugly and boring, don't you? Girls always think that about me. Nobody fancies me. And I was like, what? And then he said,
I didn't
perhaps...
say it on the first night.
You did, and then he said,
And I didn't say
tomorrow I'll
about
go look for a
Brazilian
Brazilian,
girls,
hey? Because you're clearly not up for it. I think it was
was
like a
that
joke.
She said you were boring, Ben.
I know, it's terrible. No.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it's hard, you know, having a conversation on your own is obviously hard, because it's, you know, it's a two-way thing normally, a conversation.
It
was yes and no the whole time, wasn't it?
I can talk for England. I talk all the time. I bore everybody. Everyone's sick of the sound of my voice. The first couple of days, I chatted away, and then I thought, maybe Ben's bored of listening to the sound of my voice. And then I realised that as long as I started a conversation, he'd chat back. But then as soon as I stopped, there was nothing. And after 2 days, I ran out of inspiration. I was boring myself.
But, I mean, a description of you as well, Ben.
Hey, I admit I was a lobster on the beach, but I had a good time. I enjoyed myself, and she wouldn't even go in the water. It was...
I went into it with an open mind and I was looking forward to having fun. But Ben did say after he saw me, she's not my type at all, but I'm willing to give her a go. And that was a bit harsh, I thought, but...
I wanted to have fun the whole time, and I think it's just a shame that we didn't get on as friends.
I think we brought out the worst in each other.
You did, you certainly did. So you're not even friends now, is that right?
I wouldn't say that, but there's nothing going to happen in the future.
Well, what's going to happen after the show tonight? I mean, you've got another opportunity of going out with our Ben, because, you know, you've come back to the studio and told us how you feel about each other. Are you willing to give it another shot?
Being with Kat was a bit like pulling teeth. I do enough of that at a dentist anyway. So, I think I missed that checkout.
Oh, dear. Well, I think you better leave it there. So you got the best shot. You saved it for the last, didn't you, then? Not so boring after all. Ladies and gentlemen, wish them well. Our Kat and our Ben. Well, that's all we've got time for on tonight's show, but if you want to find out what's happening backstage right now with those gorgeous Blue Boys and the rest of the gang, tune in to Blind Date Kiss and Tell on ITV2. And make sure you join us again next week when we'll be finding out how Andy and Laura and Sally and Duncan got on. And, of course, we'll be arranging some more blind dates. So until then, it's ta-ra for now. Ta-ra, everyone!
Details of all tonight's dates are on the Blind Date website at itv.com.
He's going to take her and show her a really good time. He's going to make all of us proud. Don't you reckon she's absolutely gorgeous? Should have picked me.
Right, who's nicked my sticky toffee pudding corner? And that question goes to number 2.
Blind Date, sponsored with Muller Love.